in such a great position that you have got realization. That only thing you have to accept the beauty of this great yoga, that you just enlighten your own powers, which are on these seven chakras. Now, let us see the first chakra belongs to the power of Gauri, the power of the mother of Sri Ganesh. Gauri's power. Tremendous they are, aren't they? Because of her power, you have got your realization. Now, what have we done to enshrine that power within ourselves? Today is, if it is the first day of Navaratri, let us see what have we done. Have we been able to develop our innocence within ourselves? When people talk, they are so sharp. How can you be sharp if you are innocent? They are so bumptious. How can you be that if you are innocent? People play games. How can you do that if you are innocent? Harm each other. How can it be if you are innocent? So, first of all, you have to see yourself that the power of innocence, if it has to live, all the rest of the nonsense has to go away. If you want to have the innocence, all that is anti innocence has to be dropped off. I can understand about people who are ignorant, who have ignorance. Then, in ignorance, of course, how will they talk of innocence? You are not ignorant people, you are knowledgeable, you've got your enlightenment. And the power of innocence is so great, it makes you absolutely fearless, not bumptious, but fearless. And the greatest thing of innocence is that you are respectful. The sense of respect, if it is not developed within you, if you cannot develop the sense of respect for other Sahajogis, for other people, for the ashrams, for the discipline, and your own self respect, then it is of no use even talking of Sahaja because that's the very beginning of it. First, you do not respect, all right. You are bumptious, all right. You are in a big fool's paradise, as they call it, riding a fast horse. All that is there is all right, is forgiven. But once you have seen the light, you must try to get rid of all the snakes that you have been holding on to. It's a simple thing. In your childlike nature only, you can receive the blessings of Gauri. Otherwise, you cannot. You have to be really childlike. Otherwise, it is absolutely useless, no use telling you anything because you think you are too clever. Such a person who thinks he is too clever, what's this of talking to such a person? Because he already knows everything. So, the first power when you develop, you must learn to sit on the Mother Earth, first of all. You must respect the Mother Earth because the first chakra is made out of the. Try to be more settled down with yourself on Mother Earth. And the respect. See the trees, when they get their flowers, they are not so respectful. But when they are laden by the fruits, they bow down to Mother Earth. In the same way, when you have got the fruits of Sahaja Yoga, you all must bow down. And innocence has a special capacity to make a person extremely peaceful. Extremely peaceful. All the anger, temper, violence. If a person doesn't have innocence, it cannot come in you. Because a person who is not innocent is either sly or aggressive. He cannot have peace within his heart. But an innocent person is not bothered. Innocently he lives, enjoys everything in complete peace and harmony. But this violence comes when a person becomes clever. He thinks, I'm so clever, the another one is so stupid, I have a right to shout at that person. And the one who is not innocent is never wise. He may be look sharp, but he's not wise. Wisdom comes only with innocence. And how much wisdom have you gathered? That is what one has to say. When your power of innocence increases, wisdom is apparent. People say that fellow is very wise. For example, if somebody is crying about his wife, a wise person will say, oh, Baba, just look at this, still busy with his wife. Another one is crying about his house or something. He'll say, oh, look at this one, still busy with the house. There is no end to it. I have known people who get so swollen up that they think they must give a big lecture for 1 hour on Sahaja. Unless and until they have given 1 hour lecture, they do not think their ego has manifested itself fully. But a wise person doesn't have to talk or speak or do anything. He impresses his silence, his wisdom on others much more easily. That is what we have to see. Have we been able to discipline ourselves? Because our growth is very much in the beginning of it. We have to grow quite a lot. And people don't understand this point. In an atmosphere of egoistical temperament, that you have to grow. You have not yet grown. You have to grow a lot. And when you grow, you find this wisdom really fragrant with compassion. Your wisdom is fragrant with compassion. Such beautiful compassion can emit through your being that anybody who comes in contact with you will feel your auspiciousness. But again, you must give due respect to your self realization and to yourself. That is the first thing you have to do is to meditate. Somebody sent me a letter and I saw the vibrations were horrid. I said, what's the matter with this gentleman? The vibrations are so horrid. What is he doing? Then I found out that he says he doesn't need any meditation. He's already reached the 14th heaven. He doesn't need any meditation, doesn't have to do any meditation. It's easy to explain, but whom are you explaining? You have to explain to yourself. Only yourself. Nobody else wants your explanation. It's like missing the plane. Yeah, when you miss the plane, whom are you going to explain? The plane has left. So then you have to explain yourself only. You will tell the air or to the gangway or anything that, oh, Baba, it happened like that. There was this thing, I had no time, there was a jam, this. But the plane is gone. Whom are you explaining? So everyone should meditate every day. That is a very important thing which people are doing in all the countries where I am not. Because I'm in England, people take me for granted. Mother is doing everything. So I get up at 4 o'clock, take my bath, meditate for you all. I better start doing that again. Otherwise, you have no time to meditate. So at least let me meditate for your sake. So everyone must today promise to me that they will meditate every day. Get up in the morning. We can't get up in the morning. The whole world can get up. Why not the English? But when it was the War of Waterloo, they were the first to arrive there. They won the war because they were so punctual. What has happened to their punctuality today? We are not drinking. We do not have hangovers. We don't sleep late. So, why shouldn't we decide today that every morning I'll get up and do my meditation? And while meditating, I must concentrate on myself and not on others. And see for myself what is catching, where am I catching, which chakra I am catching, what have I to do. So, on this day of Navaratri, today as the first day, the Gauri's power must be enlightened within us. And they must express. And they are tremendous. I cannot describe them in one lecture. Think of the primordial Kundalini. She acts in the Mother Earth, she acts in the universe, she acts in the animals, she acts in the matter, she acts in the human beings, and now she acts in you. She is the one who decides the face and the figure that you are going to have. She is the one who decides what child you should have. She is the one who gives you a particular type of a child that you need. She is the one who has got you all these beautiful children. She is the one who has given you these sparkling faces and sparkling eyes. All this she has done for you. But what about the power that you have within yourself? How much have you manifested that? The primordial is working very hard, no doubt. What about you, the individuals who have got their own Kundalini awakened? How far you have opened her out? And what is Kundalini is a simple thing, as you know, is the true desire. So, true desire to perfect yourself, to grow yourself, if it is really true desire, nothing else is important. All other desires are secondary and tertiary. The most important desire is to grow. And for whose advantage? Is the advantage of yours. And in your advantage, only the advantage of the whole world rests. Sahajogis today represent the growth of this universe, the growth of the human race. Do you follow this point that you are playing such an important role at such a crucial time when the world is about to collapse? And you have great seers like William Blake. You had such great people who have talked about this time. They have built it up. Traditionally, we have built up all this now in England. The work of ages that has brought this England to this state. Now, do you realize that the position of English Sahajogis is very important? But lack of wisdom and bumptiousness without understanding yourself, how can you talk so loud? How can you think of organizing everything when you yourself are so weak, so bumptious? So today, I'm not going to take the count of the people who meditate every day or not. But I can tell you this much, next year, those who do not meditate every day, he will not be here anymore. Take it from. Is a fact.